Brooks Koepka going to Srixon now at the end of 2021 may be one of the biggest equipment deals of recent years. And one of the main reasons behind that is the golf ball that he shows, which is the brand new Srixon Z-Star Diamond. I'm going to test it out today, compare it to the Z-Star and the XV, see where it fits in to this family and see if it should be right for your game. Let's hit some balls. Well, that was an awful start, but it doesn't matter, we're in the right rough and we're here to talk about the Srixon Z-Star Diamond golf ball, a ball that fits in between the Z-Star and the Srixon XV. It has a lot of tour support, including the one and only Brooks Koepka, so it should be a pretty decent golf ball. Like the Z-Star, it's supposed to have really good ball speed numbers and spin numbers, which I'll get to later on in this video, but it's got a slightly thicker cover, so kind of more towards the actual Srixon XV. I've tested both out. I do really like the Srixon XV, but the feel for me isn't the one. They said this one should be fit in right in between the middle and feel pretty decent and have a lot of spin on those little chip shots. We'll find out here because I've got about 80 yards over a tree. Very nice first test. I got it over. Yeah, that's a good shot. If you want to actually get into the technology, it's got a fast layer core, which is soft in the center, and then when you move out towards the edge, it gradually gets firmer. This suits towards the highest speed players, so if you guys are watching and you have a swing speed with a driver of under 90 miles an hour, don't think this ball's for you. I guess that's a bit of a negative because it's not for absolutely every golfer out there, but a tour ball that is for the likes of Brooks Koepka, who swing at 120 miles an hour, it makes sense as to why they've included this technology. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. Oh. That looked good. Without putting our words in Srixon's mouth, I think this one will now be the direct competitor to the Titleist Pro V1. The Srixon Z-Star and the Srixon Z-Star XV, two very solid golf balls, but Z-Star maybe a little bit too soft and the XV a little bit too firm. This right in the middle is going to tick all the boxes. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are players of the Z-Star and the Z-Star XV and are wondering if they should make the change to the Z-Star Diamond. Well, in all honesty, for us everyday golfers, there's not too much differences, but what I've noticed, and the main 2 points, is the spin consistencies and the actual feel and sound that you get off the face. You good? You good? Oh, it's just a bit long. How is that so long? That's so bad. That's so short. The main reason why I didn't have any Srixon ball in my bag beforehand was because the feel and sound was just a little bit negative for me. For both models, they felt a little bit clicky for both, although the Z-Star was nicer in feel because it was softer. The sound for me was a bit off. I don't know if it's just me. That is the main difference I've noticed here. It's a much more pleasant sound to hear. It's a bit thuddier. It's not as clicky. It feels a real premium ball this time. And around the greens, the actual greenside control, it feels a lot easier to control. And that is again linked down to the actual consistency of the spin throughout every club, which is what Srixon have actually pinpointed with this set. Oof. My only concern I have with this so far is I think for putting, it does still feel a little bit like the XV in that it still is quite firm off the face. It definitely is more similar to the XV rather than just the Z-Star, which isn't a problem, but that's for some people who are looking at the little differences. It still is quite a firm, clicky ball for putting, just our experience here. But for a mid to high launching club with still very good spin, a high compression 3-piece golf ball, it definitely gets some very good numbers. This isn't a driver hole, I'm just hitting it for your enjoyment here. There's trees everywhere. Let's see if I can hit one down the middle. Oh, I did. Numbers wise, I didn't actually notice anything too different to the other balls, in all honesty. I took it down to the Full Swing Studio in Silvermere Golf Club, was testing it alongside some other products. I just noticed some really nice numbers with that kind of mid to high launch, especially for the driver. Not a problem, but I would always kind of accompany mid to high launch, maybe to a slower swing speed, but that's just my personal experience. But when we're talking about what Srixon have said about this ball, in that it is now consistent, has a little bit more spin on those longer irons, and it's just overall a golf ball that you can use and you know what's going to happen when you hit it out of the middle. It really is spot on because I've hit some pretty good shots so far of this 3 holes, And I'm not worried that I'm going to see any different sort of launch characteristics or spin numbers. This may be the most consistent golf ball that I've tried over the last few years in terms of what I'm expecting from it. Ah, so close. See, I know with these balls, it's just such a terrifying thing to do, but I know if I hit it out of the middle, it's going to grab a little bit on the first bounce and run through. I know if I hit a pitch shot from 50 yards in the middle of the fairway, it's going to one hop and then it's going to spin. Guys, this brings me to the end of the video today. We're big fans of this new Srixon Z-Star Diamond ball here at GolfMagic. For the faster swing speed players, the Srixon Z-Star Diamond golf ball could be the #1 golf ball this year. I'm not too sure yet, so I'm gonna do a lot more testing and do a lot more comparisons throughout the year, so stay tuned for that. But from these 3 holes and the other testing I've done at King's Golf, at Silvermere Golf Club, there's some really good numbers, and there's a lot to be said about Srixon this year, because not only golf balls, a lot of stuff they're doing isn't going unnoticed. If you guys are new to GolfMagic, hit that subscribe button down below to keep updated with all of our videos. That's it for this video, guys. We've got a lot more coming soon. So until then, I'll see you at the next video.